Hello and welcome back to your favorite radio show. Today on the show, we will be talking all things... Hold on a minute. How'd you get over there? Hold on a sec. There we go. That's better. In today's video, we're going to be talking about this, the Rodecaster video. And if you'd like to know how to do this weird, funky setup for your own radio show, stay tuned.
This video is made by Radio.co. To start your free Radio.co trial in seconds, head to Radio.co and click on the pricing page.
So a few months back, Rode sent us the Rodecaster video, and I was immediately super excited to get it set up and start using it in some of our videos and radio productions and podcasts. But full disclosure, the first one they sent us actually had a bit of an issue in that the headphone port didn't work. So if you're wondering why it's taken us so long to get around to making a video, that's why. They actually very kindly sent us a second model. So yeah, let's have a look at how you could use this for your own radio show. So a little bit of background first on Rode. Obviously, we've done a lot of videos on them by now. They're an Australian audio company, and they've produced some incredible kit over the years. The Rodecaster, the Rode PodMic, the Rode Video series, all great stuff. We absolutely love Rode here at Radio.co. Now, a lot of you in the radio circle probably most familiar with Rode with their microphones and, like I say, the Rodecaster Pro series. We have the Rodecaster Duo here. That's what's recording this audio straight into the Rodecaster video. And we'll go over a little bit more about how these two devices can work really well together in a second. But the Rodecaster Video is their first attempt at creating a video streaming device. This can be used for the likes of webinars, podcasts, YouTube videos, and obviously radio shows. It works very similarly to the Rodecaster Pro if you've used one of them before, in that you have two XLR ports on the back, headphone port, and some USB ports for USB microphones. But the added bonus of this device is that you also get HDMI ports which can be connected to cameras such as this one, this one, this one, and even my laptop. Oh god. Now this is incredible because it means you get to add video content to your already brilliant audio radio show or podcast. So for example, right now I could be talking about my favorite drink, and that's great. Obviously I can give listeners a brilliant description of that drink, but what if they want to see it? Well, now they can. Multiple different angles. So let's do a quick rundown of the device itself. So the back of the device is pretty similar to a Rodecaster, lots of wires, bit of a mess essentially. But the front is where things are very different, because instead of sliders and sound pads, you actually get buttons along the front that are numbered and lettered. So yeah, it looks quite confusing, but don't worry, it's not actually that bad. Essentially, the numbered buttons at the front just flick through your different camera angles. Pretty simple, really straightforward. And I'll go into how you do that in a second. But yeah, that's what they do. And the top letters actually go through different scenes. Now, scenes are just like different layouts of your cameras, and you can go ahead and customize these in the Rode Connect app. Again, I'll show you how to do that in a second. There's a few other buttons as well. I'll quickly run through a few of them. This one here just shows you the view of what people are currently seeing. You have an auto button. Now this is fantastic. Essentially, if you're a one-person team and you don't have someone else that can be sat behind the camera flicking through all the different angles, you can click auto and basically make it go automatically through different angles depending on who's speaking on the microphone. Or if you just want it to like change every few seconds, you can set it to do that as well. And you also have the cut button here, which just takes you off of auto if you want to start doing things manually yourself. You have a media button at the top here, an overlay button, a keying button, and I believe this one is multi-source. Now I can't actually do any of these right now because I am currently recording. There's also a very small LCD screen to the side of these buttons with a few different options. The most important obviously being your sound levels at the top and your recording time or your streaming time if you're streaming. Right now I'm not, I'm just recording a simple video into the USB storage at the back. More about that storage actually. So obviously the Rodecaster Pro only records audio, which are quite small files, so that just goes onto a micro SD card. With the Rodecaster Video, you're probably going to need something a bit more hefty. Video files are quite big. The Rodecaster Video streams and records in 1080p, which isn't brilliant. It'd be great to have it in 4K. And ideally, you're going to want an external hard drive, something like this, like a SanDisk. The one thing just to note on that is make sure that you're actually buying one that's fast enough. Some of the slower, cheaper hard drives might not cut it. So that's kind of what the Rodecaster Video is about. That's kind of like some of the things you can do with it. It's a really, really cool piece of kit. for radio people. Now, Rode is obviously selling this as a piece of equipment that's fantastic for live streaming or recording a podcast live. And it absolutely is. You can do all of that. Obviously, here at Radio.co, we want to know how good it is for producing a radio show. And off the bat, I can say straight away, it's great. If you already have a slapdash sort of system for producing live radio content, like maybe you've got a Rodecaster Pro and you've hooked it up to a laptop, and then maybe you're streaming that through OBS or something, that's great. That works really well. But some people prefer to have a physical sort of piece of hardware that they can use and flick between. And this obviously allows you to do that while also bringing in a few different features that are fantastic. And you have the added bonus that the Rodecaster Video and the Rodecaster Pro series actually work together really well. Like I said before, I'm currently recording audio through the Rodecaster Pro 2, and then just through a USB-C cable going into the back of here, the audio is going through to the Rodecaster Video. So if I want to control the sound levels rather than going into the LCD screen here, which is a bit finicky and it's not ideal, or going into my laptop screen and, you know, going to here and clicking on audio mixer and controlling the sound here, what I can actually do is just go straight to the Rodecaster Pro and control it like I usually would with the mixers on the front, the sliders, I should say. Also, if I want to, I can fire off a few sound pads. So say I've just said something absolutely incredible, which is a pretty regular thing, to be honest. That sound pad will be used often. Or say on the off chance I make a terrible joke, which doesn't happen very often, but there you go. You can actually hear that through the Rodecaster Video, even though I'm playing it off the Rodecaster Duo. So currently I have the Rodecaster Video hooked up to my laptop here. So let's just take a quick look at the interface on Rode Connect, and whoa, Inception. Okay, that's horrible. But you can see here that I have all the same display units as on the actual physical device. But just because that's giving me a headache, let's take a look at some more of the background settings. So you got Scene Builder, which is exactly what you just saw. You also have an audio mixer, which is how you actually control the audio from the Rodecaster Video. If you don't use a Rodecaster Duo or you don't want to use the very tiny LCD screen, you can do that here and you can change the settings. It's actually very intuitive. It works much the same as Rode Connect does when you use the laptop instead of a Rodecaster Pro unit. Pretty good, pretty intuitive. As well as that, you've got your device configuration, so basically just your settings. Frame rate, obviously, that's very important. If you're recording in 30 frames per second, you don't want the Rodecaster Video to be shooting in 25 frames per second because you'll be slightly out of loop. There'll be a delay. Loads of settings in here. I'd recommend going through them before you do any recordings. You can also see where the audio is going from your headphones. And then there's basic settings as well, like Bluetooth, internet connection, all that good stuff. Next up, auto switching. So that goes back to this auto button that I was telling you before about, just here. If you want to do that, then you go into here. You have to go through this, which did actually come up every single time at one point. Luckily, they've now provided a do not show again button, which is brilliant. So just, yeah, click get started. And now you can link certain displays to different headphone units. So here, when I've done this before, camera 1 was linked to combo 2, which is microphone 2. Number 2 is linked to combo 1 and 2. So basically, if you have a 2-person setup, so say I've got a second microphone on the go, depending on which microphone I speak into, it will change the camera angle. Now, currently, pretty much every camera is on me, so it's not going to make much difference. So say you've got a host and you've got a guest and you've got a camera on both, you can switch between them without pressing a button, just letting the auto function do its thing. You'll notice as well, there's also a priority button. So if you want the host to maybe get more screen time, or you want the guest to get more screen time because they're probably going to be talking more, you can click on either high, medium, or low. So let's also talk very briefly about this top row of letters, and these are our scenes. So if we go back onto this view here. Oh god, Inception again. But sorry, you're gonna have to put up with it because we're going to go ahead and edit some scenes. So here we've got obviously A and B. I showed you them earlier, and they're essentially just very quick templates that Rode actually put together. So this is great here for if maybe you're a streamer, you stream video games or something, or you're a podcaster and you want to show what's on your screen. So you can have you in the corner here, and you can have whatever you want to show behind. Obviously, it's a very common streaming sort of template. You see this all the time, so that's great. And this is just a Rode template, so it's provided when you boot up the system. Same with this one here, but say you want to create your own, all you need to do is click on one of these scenes. So I'll click on C. You can either do a custom one or a template, so we'll hit template for now. And then you can just click this button here and you can see all different manner of different views you could potentially have. So say you've got like 3 guests and something on the screen, you could click this one here. or maybe you want what do you want? Maybe you want some sort of funky like zoom sort of layout, so like 4 cameras. So then you've got at the top here you got background. So I haven't actually added anything to my media yet, but I can have a funky background, but I'll leave that black for now. And then you go down to A, B, C, D. So on A, I'll go camera 1. B, I'll go camera 2. C, I'll go camera 3. And you know what? For D, I'll go camera 4. Who would have thought it? And now we've got this wonderful view of everything. So say you got 4 different guests. This is ideal. And obviously you don't need to link these 2 different cameras. You could have a Zoom call in one of them, or you could have what's on your screen in another. So that is a very quick overview of the Rodecaster Video and some of the features you might want to use when creating a radio show. Now, price, it's not cheap. It's near about £1,000, $1,000. I think it's probably about £979 currently on Amazon and other retailers. So it is a expensive investment. You're not going to want to buy one of these unless you have the funds. If you're a new radio station or something like that, maybe just stick to getting a Rodecaster for now. The Rodecaster, in my opinion, is the most essential piece of kit for a modern day radio show. The stuff you can do on here is fantastic. Don't get me wrong, if you want video, you can do it cheaper than this. You can just record video and then sync it up in post if you want to do sort of post-production content for social media or something like that. And if you do want live content but don't want to spend £1,000, like I say, you can use other means such as just having a webcam and using OBS and putting your Rodecaster audio through that. There's loads of different ways you can do it. But if you want a fantastic piece of hardware and you like buttons and you like having all these different customization options, the Rodecaster Video is fantastic. So if you have the funds to do so, I would highly recommend picking one up. The Rodecaster Video gets a thumbs up from me. If you enjoyed this video and like to see more content on the Rodecaster Video, let us know what you'd like to see in the comments down below. I'd like to make more videos on this device. It's really cool. I love using it. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click like, hit subscribe, and ding that bell. We really do appreciate it. But until next time, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Launching a brand new radio station can sound daunting, and maintaining a current one even more so. Well, fear no longer, as the Radio.co team are here to offer personal training on how you can effectively and successfully broadcast, regardless what stage you find yourself at. From discussing marketing strategies and funding, to pitching a brand new podcast and planning for the future, our Radio.co Audio University is your opportunity to learn exactly what you need to take your audio project to the next level, from as little as $69. Interested? Then head to radio.co/training to find out more on the modules we're currently offering. Or, alternatively, send us an email by training@radio.co. Radio.co Audio University. Let's simplify broadcasting together.